Good morning, precious people. Here we are together. It's another fresh day, and I'm so thankful for your irreplaceable light and the experience and wisdom that you bring into the world. Today is a gift filled with possibility. So let's open it with kindness and curiosity. Just remember, we're all still growing and learning, so let's show each other a little grace. But I want to start the day out right. I have my coffee. Grab your nearest drink and check in with me. Let's have a little sip. I've been avoiding coffee. I was in this habit of making a coffee every single day, and I noticed my teeth were getting a little stained. So I pulled back on the coffee. More water. Always have, my water's almost empty. Always have water nearby, and then now after I drink my coffee I try to go brush my teeth right away just to avoid that staining. And since like 2 weeks ago when I learned about how aspartame and other artificial sweeteners can cause brain fog, and that's something I've really been struggling with, I have only been using real sugar in my coffee, so it is really a treat. Oh, don't forget, speaking of coffee, today is the 7th. It's Saturday. On the 10th, the new program at Starbucks opens, so you really only have until the 9th to use the stars you have now to maximize your return on those stars. The new program goes into effect on the 10th, so use your stars up today, tomorrow, and Monday. So I wanted to review what we learned about this week, and I saw something in the news, and then I was like, ooh, I looked at my Robinhood portfolio, and then I was looking at my stocks, like what thing going up and down, and this week I sold some stocks because I was like, okay, it's way up from when I first bought it, and when I'm looking at the trend thing, I'm like, I think it's going to go down a little bit, and then after I sold it, then I had like seller's regret, because usually I just keep my stock in there and just let it go up and down and do whatever it wants to do, but I'm like, no, I'm going to sell it, maybe invest in something else. I really want Google and SpaceX. Those are the two I want. So I'm watching them because I want to get a good deal. Walmart has been doing really well, but I want to wait. I want to wait till there's a dip and then buy in. So I'm kind of like waiting a little bit. But then after I sold this stock this week, NVIDIA, then I regretted it. So then I bought right back in. I did make $22 though. Thank you very much. From selling it and rebuying it. So I guess that would be like day trading, maybe. My husband explained day trading to me because I just thought it was like, I have my money that I have in my Robinhood account, and then I'm watching, I'm like, okay, now I can sell it. Oh, look, it's down here. I'm going to buy some more of that. That's not day trading. I guess that's just probably normal buying and selling. But he explained it to me where you have your big bank of money out of the stock market overnight. Then in the morning, you're buying, you're selling throughout the day, and then you're cashing out at night is what it kind of sounds like. Maybe I understood that correctly, but I didn't want to do that. I want to leave it in because even overnight, stocks can do all this kind of stuff. So, let's see. Oh, yeah, I wanted to just inspire you. Do you have $20 in your checking account? Open a Robinhood account, open the app, put it on your phone, transfer that $20, or I don't know if there's a minimum. Sorry, my nose is so itchy today. I think I have a cat hair. He was all over me this morning. This cat is crazy. He wanted his food so bad. He was in my face. I think that's why I have such an itchy face in the morning. Oh, but back to Robinhood. Yeah, open an account. If you're new to the stock market, just open an account. Yesterday or the day before, I got an email from Robinhood. Since I'm a stockholder in Carnival, I can vote in this merger that they're having. So Carnival Corporation holds like 2 different stocks, one in the UK, one in, is it Bermuda? And they're going to consolidate those 2 stocks into another stock in a different place. Not the Bahamas, somewhere else. Or that's going to Bermuda. Anyway, so I was able to get this email. Since I'm a stockholder, I can vote. And I get updates on their quarterly earnings and projections and announcements. So Robinhood, I'm sure there's other apps you could use. I just love that one. And if you just have a few dollars, each paycheck, you just transfer it over into your bank on Robinhood. So I have money in my bank on Robinhood that's not being invested, because that's like my little nest egg. So when I see something, I'm like, I can jump immediately. Maybe that's not the best investment advice. Maybe just putting it in something and then selling and buying something else is better, so that it's always growing. Actually, that'd probably be better. I should go in there and do that. Thanks for the advice, self. But yeah, I saw something in the news and I was like, oh, the government's canceling this contract. So I'm thinking to myself, what other contracts should be in play then? And so that's why I was thinking Google and SpaceX, because there's no direct AI stock that you can invest in. Like XAI isn't its own stock. OpenAI, wait, what was the one I was, like the Google AI, but Google has a fund you can, or a stock you can buy. Let me see, I'm going to Google that real quick. I'm going to Google. Actually, let me do Gemini here. Let me see if I can ask it something. How can I invest in Gemini AI stocks? I'm asking Gemini directly. How do I get it? You need to look at the parent company, Alphabet Incorporated. Yeah, there, I was looking at Google A, I think, on my Robinhood, because Alphabet has 2 main stock symbols, Google A and Google C. So Google A includes voting rights. So when something does come up, you can vote, like I did this week. So yeah, I was thinking of getting into Google because I use Gemini AI all the time. Gemini. And then, ChatGPT, there's another one that is Meta AI. So I think Meta has stock on the market you can buy if that's the one you use. Anyway, this might be a little boring, this topic, to some people. But like I said, get in there. You can get excited and start just getting your foot in there so you can see things, know how it works, have a little skin in the game. And like I said, you don't have to dump $1,000 in there all at once. You can trickle money into it. It's really a great app. Then I talked about this week self-hypnosis. I had this book from the library. And I mean, it's thick. Look at that. I went through, well, I didn't go through all of this. It's like what you can use hypnosis for, like stop smoking, lose weight, not being as tired. Let's see, having fun, like being more social, being more comfortable around people. It says wide-eyed at work. So it's like if you had writer's block, it can get you past that, kind of prepare you for interviews, things like that. Sometimes when you could nail biting, this says nail biting and other nasty habits. It's good for everything, but the thing is that I was interested in is self-hypnosis, where because I don't know, I don't super trust a lot of people. And if you're in that suggestive state, and I guess the therapist, the hypnotherapist, and you can decide on the exact things they're going to say when you are hypnotized, when you're under. So it can be agreed on up beforehand. And that's what self-hypnosis suggests you do. There's activities, ways that you can help yourself do something you want to do to give yourself more motivation. You boil down your whole statement into like this one sentence. So then when you have like got yourself into that deep relaxation state, you can tell yourself that saying, and they recommend doing it every day. And it was funny because I kind of connected that to another thing I talked about a few weeks ago. It's called Neurocycle, and it's by Dr. Caroline Leaf. And she has you kind of boil down your, like I said, I think I have cat hair on my face. She has you boil down like your issues, your anxiety, everything, what you're trying to convince yourself of, change your thinking, what can change your thinking, what statement. And then you tell yourself that 7 times a day. You go through these 5 steps to prepare your brain to receive the information. And it's like maybe a 7-minute thing that you do 7 times a day. And you do it for 3 neurocycles, which is a total of like 36 weeks, I believe. Anyway, lots of brain science goes into this kind of stuff because your brain is so powerful. I don't know if you guys hear my cats running around. Kitty, be sweet. So I talked about that. I talked about self-hypnosis. Go back to that episode. I give you the actual steps to hypnotize yourself. And your library, your local library probably has this same book available, or other books that might be helpful to you if you want to hypnotize yourself. These cats. It's Doug and Frankie. They are so funny. Then I talked about stretching. This week, put my head down for some reason. I was looking down, or I was feeling tired and stretching my back. And I was shocked at how much flexibility I have lost. So I suggest every single day stretching. And there's brain improvements that are made, emotional improvements like calming, of course, physical improvements, and you prevent injury and heart disease. Or wait, was that it? Oh no, it was vacation. I talked about vacation, preventing heart disease. I also talked about all the nuclear activity over there in Iran, all this potential war. We don't know. Right now, it's only been going on a week as of today. And the most recent news I saw was that the first day of the conflict, Iran shot hundreds of missiles, all over, shooting up all their neighbors. And then the next day there was 130, then the next day's 70, and then the following day there was 30 missiles. I think they're running low on missiles. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. I was laying out the best case scenario in the episode earlier this week. There can be very positive outcomes from this. Everything feels like doom and gloom and, civilian casualties. I saw a girls' school got bombed or something. But the Iranian regime there has been known to lie. I hope that's a lie. I hope it's something that they're pretending happened and that didn't really happen. But of course, this freedom that the Iranian people are going to have could be the best outcome. Vacations, I talked about some vacations this week. Do not skip that vacation. You need the vacation. Your brain, your heart, your spirit needs vacation. There's so many benefits. Like, you create just your worldview, your mind is open, you have more understanding of things that are going on in the world when you travel abroad. Even when you go on a cruise to the Caribbean and you see how Caribbean people live. I mean, it's just, I think you go back home with so much more gratitude when you see these places that are not perfectly manicured, like your HOA gated community. It's like, or, even if you don't live in a gated community, you live in a house in a city in the United States where there's no sewage in the street. It's eye-opening. It's a refreshing of your spirit when you're on vacation, and you can relax and connect. Like I said, it has health benefits, major health benefits. Okay, then yesterday, I was in my guest bedroom where I have my bookcase, and I saw this book I used to read to my kids. And I thought, you know what? I think I'll make my episode today about reading this little book. It's a little board book. It's meant for like tiny kids. And so I read that yesterday. I marked it as on YouTube as, material for kids, but I uploaded it to all my platforms, even Patreon and locals. Like, who knows? Maybe I'll make a series out of these cute books. I have hundreds of these books I loved reading to my kids when they were little. So, and I even have a book that I read as, I remember being 3 years old and reading a Sesame Street, I think it was a little golden book, and it was called There's a Monster at the End of This Book. And it was my favorite book growing up, and I have it now. Not the same book, but I bought it. Actually, right now I have a tote bag based on that book. I ordered from Walmart. It's so cute. I can't wait for it to get here, a book bag. And it has like the monster, like, don't turn the page. So I'm going to have to do that book next week. We'll see. I have this other book that I love called No, No, Yes, Yes. It's a board book. It's for little babies also. I loved it. My son loved it. He just died laughing. So I hope you guys had such a great week. If any of these topics interested you and you want a little more information, go back in the video feed and see if you can watch a video. Honestly, open that Robinhood account, take that vacation. If you're struggling with anything you want to change, figure out how to hypnotize yourself, put yourself into this deep, relaxed state, and tell yourself this sentence to help you be motivated to do that thing you want to do. Or stop the thing you want to stop. Like scratching your face. Like, maybe I'll hypnotize myself to stop scratching my face. But I think it's the cat. The cat today was on me a lot. Stretch. Make sure you're stretching, getting your stretches in, taking care of yourself. You know what? I am not lying when I say your light is irreplaceable, that the world is better with you in it. It's true. God put each of us here for a reason and a purpose, and you are irreplaceable. So, if anything I talked about today sparked a thought, please leave a comment, like the video, and go to the other platforms, subscribe, especially on YouTube. Once I get to so many subscribers, I can start doing live videos. I think there's some requirement for that. But I just want you to know, every day is a chance to learn and grow and become more of the wonderful person you are. And the world is better with your light in it. But I'll be here tomorrow. Until then, I hope you have a wonderful day. Finish that yummy drink you started. And just remember, you're the Lord's precious one. Bye.